Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Greg Dixon with Acorn Learning, and I'm here to answer a simple question. What is Head Start? At Acorn, we work with Head Start programs all over the country, and when I tell people what I do for a living, there's usually the same response. Oh, Head Start, that's like preschool, right? And that's a point where I chuckle, and I quote an anonymous poster online in my answer. And that is that to say that Head Start is preschool is like saying the U.S. Marine Corps is a physical fitness program. Yes, there's fitness involved in the training of Marines, but nobody thinks that the U.S. Marine Corps is just a fitness program. It does lots of other things, and fitness is one part of accomplishing their goals. Head Start is an anti-poverty program that is intended to break the cycle of intergenerational poverty. What I mean by that is families who participate in Head Start while their children are young will learn valuable lifelong skills that help those children to not live in poverty when they are adults. Nice and straightforward. Strengthen families, strengthen child health, provide a good foundation of education so that those children will be at least given an opportunity to live in the middle class, and hey, maybe even better, when they are adults. So the measure of Head Start is those children who participate in the program as they go through life as adults. And when you look at that measure, Head Start is one of the most successful anti-poverty programs the country has ever created. How does that work? Why is it so successful where a lot of other anti-poverty programs have more challenges? Well, one secret is the model that Head Start uses. Head Start bypasses several layers of government bureaucracy by having the federal government provide direct support to individual organizations in the community. The federal government sets the standards, provides the money, and provides a strict evaluation that the local groups are spending the money wisely, but lets the local groups tailor the program services to the communities in which they operate. So a program that's in the middle of New York City and a program in rural Mississippi are free to tailor their services to fit their surroundings. They're not required to do exactly the same thing in exactly the same way. What that does is it lets the money be spent in a way that makes the most sense in the community directly. Critically, the federal government's money comes with this very clear set of what are called the Head Start program performance standards that hold programs strictly to a set of requirements to make sure that that money is being spent on the services it's supposed to be spent on. And Head Start is one of the very few government programs that has a rigorous system of evaluation that actually does take money away from programs that do not spend the money wisely. So Head Start has this very strict set of rules that hold programs accountable, and I mean like really holds them accountable, where they actually will remove funding if they fail, with the local control and the ability to be flexible to do what your community needs to strengthen families. So this is a great model, but what does Head Start actually do? Well, part of what Head Start does is in fact preschool, because Head Start is built on three important pillars for family success. And the first is a high quality early childhood education experience for the children in the program. The second is ensuring that the children in the program are being provided the basic health needs that those kids need to be successful and to thrive. So there's a strong health component in Head Start as well. And finally, the third component is family education and family strengthening to help the parents and other caregivers in the family to learn to live and advocate for themselves as parents with children in their communities. In other words, you have a 16-year-old mother who doesn't have a strong support system, whose child is going to a Head Start program. While the child is in the program, that mother is learning about how to engage with the community, how to build support, how to have strong parenting skills. These are the kind of things that are built into the success of Head Start. Strengthening families, building parents who are more engaged, understand what it means to be a good, strong parent, to involve both parents in the process of raising the child, And not just to advocate for the child while you're in the Head Start program, but to learn how to talk to teachers and how to talk to school administrators throughout your child's educational experience. The child is also going to be healthier because they've been connected to the services they need to thrive. And on top of all of that, they've got a good education in the process. So 3 key pillars: education, health, and family strengthening are core parts of why Head Start is one of the most successful anti-poverty programs the country has ever created. It's a program where the federal government provides rigorous oversight to make sure money is spent well, but local communities are able to adapt their services to the needs of the people in which they operate. So, what is Head Start? Head Start's one of the most successful anti-poverty programs we've ever come up with because it combines all the things that we wish more of government would do in one package. And at the end of the day, more than 40 million Americans have participated in Head Start as children, and they are now working in your community as doctors, lawyers, even the occasional elected official who's out there engaged in the world. More than 800,000 families per year participate in Head Start programs and are creating the next generation of those successful children for the future.